What is up, world? You are in tune to the Know It All podcast. And man, look, I'm going to tell you, this is our pick'em show. Definitely finna pick 'em, man. And listen, last week, I was able to gain a game, OG. I was barely able to gain a game. I was kind of happy about that. Last week, I was 9-7. Tate was 8-8, and Big G was 8-8, which brings our grand total records to Tate at 31-32-1, Big G 38-25-1, and myself at 32-31-1. Look, if you love the show and the content that we bring, make sure that you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe us on Facebook. You can subscribe on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter, where we go live, and you'll definitely be able to catch us there, man. Listen, we're just going to jump right into it this week, man. If you look at it, these are some harder games. These games are starting to get real challenging real fast, man. And we start out with our prime video game tomorrow. It is tonight, Indianapolis at Denver. Well, I'm going to tell you, this one's going to be a little bit easy for me because, Jonathan Taylor is playing. Well, I mean, from a fantasy standpoint, it looks like he hasn't been playing all year, but he's not there. His presence is not there to take anything away from the Denver defense. I just think Russie maybe found himself. He's questionable, but I think he's going to go ahead and play. Jared Judy and them have a good game. I'm going to go ahead and go with Denver.
Man, that's Jonathan Taylor being out is not why the Indianapolis Colts is going to lose. The Indianapolis Colts are going to lose because of all those defensive starters that are out. And because they don't have all those defensive starters, that's less of an obstacle for the Denver Broncos to pull out the win. Denver had a season-ending injury about DeJounte Williams. So now he's out. Jonathan Taylor's out. You got backup running backs out. I trust Russie more than I trust Matt Ryan. Give me the Denver Broncos for the victory, man.
Tate, who you got?
The game is in Denver, right?
It's in Denver. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. There ain't no sense in messing around, man. I gotta roll my boy Russ, man. I think I picked Russ every game this year, and 2 times it hit, 2 times it didn't. But I got Russ and the Broncos.
That's right.
I take treating Russ like a lottery number. I get it. And then the next game we have 8:30 a.m., which is going to be across the pond, man. We have the New York Football Giants at the Green Bay Packers, but this game's going to take place in London. So it's 8:30 a.m. NFL Network.
It's 8:30 a.m. in Texas. It's 9:30 a.m. here on the East Coast.
Yeah, Central Standard Time. Let's get that right. Thank you for correcting me. Listen, man, I don't think the Giants are an aberration, but it's hard for me to pick against Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers at any point in time. Listen, I think, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Packers, but I could easily see the Giants win this game. But I'm going to go with the Packers.
Yeah. Across the pond games are hard to figure out, man, because you never know what's going to happen. That game last week, I don't know if everybody saw it out there, but that Minnesota-New Orleans game was nice. So I think it's going to be a lot closer. I can't trust Daniel Jones, man. So I got to go with the Green Bay Packers for the victory because Aaron Rodgers is going to beat Daniel Jones. That's the only reason why I'm going with him. But I think it's going to be a close game.
Yep. Tate?
Man, Aaron Rodgers is going to put on a show over there for the Brits. So I expect vintage Aaron Rodgers, not like no pedestrian 2-touchdown Aaron Rodgers. He's going to get his receivers involved. Aaron Jones out the backfield. Green Bay wins by 2 touchdowns.
Discount double check. You getting the discount double check going. All right.
Straight with the belt. Hi-ya.
So the next game we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. This is happening in Buffalo. With the Steelers being in disarray, I would love to say, y'all can take advantage of Micah Hyde and everybody being out. Y'all ain't getting no pressure on the quarterback right now. The Steelers are not getting any pressure on the quarterback, not getting the sacks that they were getting if TJ Watt was in the game. So I'm going with Josh Allen. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills in this game over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Tate, you know I got to get him with the know-it-all to know the most. What player leads the NFL in sacks right now? Do you know, Mont?
I doubt that it's a Pittsburgh Steelers. I know in hurries.
I know, Big G.
Oh, I know you know. But to check you, Mod, and let you know what time it is, Highsmith, linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers, leads the NFL in sacks. So even without Watt, that boy's still putting mad pressure on the quarterback.
Well, how many you got? 5?
5.5.
Correct.
5.5, yeah.
Correct. However,
This
is the turn in the tide. This is the turn in the tide with the Rook. The Rook is in. All my prayers have been answered. They're not going to confuse you. They're not going to scare him. And you're going to really see. And Tate, I got to tell you something, man. I'm lightweight mad at you, man, because you pick it up. And I was trying to swoop him, man. And the only reason you got him is because you was lower on the freaking priority chart than me, man.
I'm in 12th place in the 12-team league. I'm supposed to get first pick.
I'm mad at you, man, because I wanted Pickett, man. Because George Pickens and Deontay Johnson and Freiermuth is going to handle their business. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers in the upset over the Buffalo Bills, man. Let's go. Let's go, Pittsburgh. Let's go.
Spicy. I love it.
Super spice.
Spicy.
Man, so you might be dating a Spice Girl, Big G. With that
roll with it. Gotta roll with it, man.
Man, that's my team, man. And Buffalo favored by 14. Come on, man. Don't disrespect us like that. Don't disrespect us like that.
Yeah.
And I want to roll with Big G, but I can't. Hey, I like all the moves they made. I like moving Sims and getting Gunner out of there with his fumbling self.
Yeah.
I like putting Kenny Pickett in at quarterback. I like that kid, man. Have you listened to his press conferences and stuff?
No, for sure. Check it all out, bro.
He's locked in, man. Dude is all about ball.
Yeah. For the victory.
And I think it's gonna be a good game. I don't think Buffalo ain't win by no 14, but they probably win by a field goal. So I'm gonna take the Bills.
All right. So the next game we have the Los Angeles Chargers at the Cleveland Browns. Interesting game. We got Justin Herbert coming back, but he's short some defensive starters. He's Bosa's out. Definitely Slater is out. But they were out last week against Houston, and he started looking like Justin Herbert again.
I think Keenan Allen coming back.
Yeah, sure. And Keenan Allen is coming back. Mike Williams is still there. Man, listen. I know we get on Cleveland side, they get Gigantuan back. I tell you, Myles Garrett is the biggest guy I've ever seen in my whole entire life. It just doesn't make sense. They ever played football. He's
Big G. Where Myles Garrett from?
He's from Texas, Houston.
Yeah,
Texas.
You already know, man.
Who's more of an athletic freak, Myles Garrett or LeBron James?
LeBron James, without a
okay. All right.
Hey, I'm sidebarring, but let me tell you something. Myles Garrett is big, but Alonzo Spellman is the biggest man I've ever seen in my whole life. He make Myles Garrett sort of look small. Yeah, Alonzo Spellman is huge, dog.
I don't know about that, but we won't get into that. I picked the Chargers. I picked the Chargers in this game over the Browns. Although I think the Browns is going to have a really good game, I just think that your boy comes alive this week. I think Herbert comes alive this week. 4 touchdowns, 4 tutties. He's probably going to get one out of the backfield to his running back too. So, yeah, I see them winning this. Who you got, G?
I'm going to hit you with an interesting fact, man. Do you know the over-under for teams to travel from the West Coast to the East Coast to play a 1 o'clock game?
I do not.
Tate, do you know that?
I know it's not good.
Yeah. It's like 0.350 as far as the percentage is concerned. West Coast teams don't travel well to East Coast games to play.
Over what?
That means they lose. That means
over-under is a certain number. So what over what number?
The percentage. I just know the percentage is 0.350.
Oh, you mean the winning percentage? Okay.
Yeah, it's 0.350. Okay. So West Coast teams don't travel well to play 1 o'clock games on the East Coast. And I'm not going to start by going against those stats and those facts. I think that the Cleveland Browns hold the ball away from Justin Herbert and run Nick Chubb and Kadeem, what's his name, Hunt, down the Los Angeles Chargers' throat. Give me the Cleveland Browns for the victory in the division.
Bet. Tate, who we going with here?
Man, come on, man. This comes down to Justin Herbert versus Jacoby Brissett, man. Come on. Give me Justin Herbert. Give me the Chargers.
All right. Here's another interesting game, man. We have the Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Wow. Jacksonville playing some good football. Houston ain't playing slouchy football. But I got to go with the better team. And I think the better overall team is going to be Jacksonville. So give me Jacksonville in this one at home.
Yeah, I've been saying all along that the Jags is one of the teams that's going to really surprise you this year and might actually push for the playoffs. I think they didn't necessarily lay an egg last week, but they got into a situation where they took away their running game, and that's the strength of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Travis Etienne, James Robinson is how you win with Jacksonville. So I think Jacksonville is going to push the run game this week and beat Houston in maybe might be a 24-17 game. Maybe that sounds like a good score.
I like it, G. Who you got, Tate?
The standard bottom feeders of the AFC South playing in the Nobody Cares Bowl. So since I got to pick one for our Pick'em show, I'm gonna take the Jaguars.
Bet, we got it. In the next game, we've got Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. I don't even need to deliberate this. Minnesota in the blowout. This is my first blowout, I predict. First Dalvin Cook's gonna go crazy, and so is the wide receiver Justin Jefferson. Big day for both of them. I got the Vikings.
Yeah, pick the Vikings. Keep it moving, man. I ain't even nothing to even talk about. The Bears are the worst team in the NFL, but so that's just what I know and what I see. So the Vikings gonna win, man. Keep it moving.
Yeah, same thing. I'm rolling with my homeboy, my cuz.
I hear it. So we got Detroit at New England. Every time I'm picking against New England this year, they're squeaking one out, man. And I definitely want to go against them here because Detroit's all offense. But the sad thing is the defense is not coming up with it, man. I mean, they're putting up numbers, and which makes me think, hey, they can outscore New England. But I just have to go with New England on this one, man. I'm gonna go with New England because it's in New England. So it's Detroit at New England. I take New England.
You know what team leads the NFL in scoring? Do you have an idea?
The Detroit Lions.
The Detroit Lions lead the NFL in scoring right now. So I think the offense is going to travel to New England. I'm not saying that they're going to just go in there and mollywop them because you always got to fight against the evil empire and Bill Belichick. But I think the Detroit offense is going to put up enough to get 24 to 28 points, and I don't believe that the Patriots can get that. So give me the Detroit Lions in the road victory over the New England Patriots.
I like it.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of impartial to siding with what Big G is saying, man. I don't know, is Hoyer back or Bailey Zappa, whatever his name, playing. Whatever the case, can't neither one of them boys outdo Jared Goff in that offense, and they getting St. Brown back and probably Swift back.
Yeah.
TJ Hawkins had a big game last week. If they scored 28, the Patriots can't get to 28, so I take the Lions.
Yep.
And Aaron Glenn better get his stuff together to DC for the Lions. He's gonna get his little peanut head fired.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, they've been giving up a whole bunch of money. You know, they've been scoring, but they've been giving up money back and forth. And you know, some kind of way, the evil empire find a way to get it done. With the next game we have 12 o'clock, the Seahawks at New Orleans Saints. I'm just gonna tell you, I don't believe the quarterback for the Seahawks had it in him to do it twice again. I'm going to New Orleans. That's my pick. Lock it in.
Yeah. The only reason why I'm going to pick the New Orleans Saints is because I think Michael Thomas is going to play. And I think Marshawn Lattimore is pissed off, man, because he's been getting abused out there, man. So here's another big challenge. Here's DK Metcalf coming in. But the thing about it is Geno don't push the ball. So he throws it to DK. DK get a lot of catches. But how you make DK dangerous is you push the ball to Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett ain't getting the ball. So I got to roll with maybe the Jameis Winston-less New Orleans Saints to beat, to win the game.
Yep. And who you have, Tate?
Yeah, man. I like the Saints, man. I feel like they should have won that game in England last week against the Vikings, but that was a real good one. Andy Dalton did his job, did his work. Olave, they did miss Michael Thomas, like Big G is saying, that big body possession receiver. I think they get it going in Seattle this week, or at home against Seattle this week. So I'm gonna take the Saints.
That's a good one. Next game's really interesting. We have the Miami Dolphins at the New York Jets. Super interesting game. This can either go different ways. We have Teddy Bridgewater starting for Miami, and we have the quarterback back for the Jets,
Zach Wilson.
Wilson, yeah, and he over here making Tom Brady comments instead of out practicing. He needs to practice. Listen, I got to go with the Dolphins just because of defense. I got to go with the Dolphins. I think Brissett gets it done. People think that he won't push the ball down the field. I think the opposite. So I'm going to go with Jacoby.
Brissett played for Cleveland.
Not Brissett, but Bridgewater. I'm going to go.
Okay.
I think Bridgewater can't push the ball down the field. I'm going to go with Bridgewater. I'm going to bet on him, and I'm going to go with Miami.
Yeah, I just think that if I had to compare between the two quarterbacks, who's going to turn the ball over? Zach Wilson's going to throw maybe one or possibly two picks. Teddy Bridgewater is going to value that football and value possessions. So I look for them this week to maybe lean a little bit heavier on the run game, even though they have all those weapons out there. Yeah, I look for Miami to lean on the run game this week, and I look for the Dolphins to beat the Jets.
Like it. Tate?
Ding, 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 ding. Makeup gang. I get to catch y'all with this one because I'm taking them Jets, boy. The Jets showed me something last week, man. They playing at home. They got weapons. They got Carter. They got Breece Hall. They got Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Corey Davis. Get his little thing in there. He's stealing money, but he still get his little occasional 30, 40-yard catch. So and they defense played good. Oh yeah, I like the Jets to take this one at home. It's October now. It's getting a little crispy here on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So Miami going there, it might be about 45, 50 degrees on Sunday when they playing. So I'm taking the Jets.
Okay. Definitely like it. We have the Atlanta Falcons at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, Tom has a lot of stuff going on, but his solace is football. And I definitely think they win this when Cordell Patterson's out. Listen, just as a sidebar, I need Kyle Pitts. I know he's questionable, but bro, I need for you to pick it up, man. You're not in fantasy football. You hurt me, man. But
you
anyway,
and me both.
Listen, anyway, I'm going with Tampa Bay, man. I just picked up their running back in fantasy, and I think that hey, they're gonna do it, and I might start him. I might put him in the game.
Oh, not
White.
You, huh?
White.
Yeah, why you gonna start him? Fournette gonna eat.
Yeah.
They found something with White. White is passing back.
I know they like him.
They found something with him last week.
You running the risk starting him though. You might get 7-8 points.
I'm starting in my flex. I get 10 off of it.
Man, Tom Brady is pissed off, bro. And anytime Tom Brady plays pissed off, Tom Brady finds a way to punish you. And all of his weapons is back this week. Evans, Godwin, Julio, everybody's back. Tom Brady's going to play pissed off, man, against the Atlanta Falcons. And he's going to smash them boys. I think he's going to really show them who runs the division. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers big against the Atlanta Falcons.
Tate?
I'm looking for that game on my schedule. It's in Atlanta or in Tampa?
It's at Tampa.
At Tampa. I'm gonna go ahead. Tampa Bay. That defense gave up a 40 ball to Mahomes last week, so they gonna They're gonna come in and take it out on and that's Kyle Pitt's problem. Mariota, the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so they're gonna come in and take it out on a porous Atlanta offense. So I got Tom Brady winning, but I'm already telling y'all, I got him losing next week's game.
All right, we're gonna get to that on next week. This game we got Tennessee at the Commanders. Hey, Tennessee, next. It's on you, G.
Yeah, the Disappointment Bowl. Part one of the Disappointment Bowl. There was big hopes in both Washington and Tennessee when the season started. I don't think either one of these teams make the playoffs. So when it comes down to it, who's more healthier? The Washington Commanders have possibly 10 guys out, including 2 of their starting wide receivers, and Curtis Samuel and Dotson, the rookie wide receiver for Penn State. So with all of that, and with Young still standing on the sideline with street clothes, I think the Tennessee Titans get the victory with a big game out of Derrick Henry.
Tate?
Yeah, man. I don't think the Titans is that bad. I mean, they got smashed by Buffalo, but they've been playing a little better. They 2-2, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the Commanders is probably the second, third worst team in the league.
Possibly.
Up there with Chicago got a winning record, but Chicago is bad.
Yeah.
You know, Pittsburgh is bad. Pittsburgh right now deserves to be in the bottom 8.
Yeah.
You
right
know,
now.
But for this game, I'm about to go ahead and take the Tennessee Titans, man. I mean, I don't like Carson Wentz. I don't like Ryan Tannehill. That's a terrible quarterback game.
Mm-hmm.
But Tennessee finds a way to win with their run game and just their overall toughness. Matter of fact, in one of my fantasy leagues, not sure which one, I picked up Tennessee's defense.
That's a good pick. Definitely a good pick. So we got Tennessee in that way. So this game, San Francisco at the Carolina Panthers. Early in the year, I would have said this is a hard game, but man, the physicality that the 49ers are playing with, man, they finna go in here and rough up Baker, man. I'm 49ers. It is what it is. I'm going with the 49ers.
Man, every time I watch the 49ers play, I get more and more and more impressed with Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel is a freaking monster, man. That dude, I'm mad at myself, but I didn't pick him in fantasy football because he's really the truth, man. So I like the gritty mentality that the 49ers have. Play defense, hit you with a big play every now and then, and just run the ball down your freaking throat. Give me the 49ers, man, for the victory. And like you said, Mod, they going to punish Baker. Baker got one coming because Bosa is coming. Bosa is coming. Yeah, so for sure. Give me the 49ers.
Not to mention he's freezing DJ Moore out, one of his best targets. He's freezing him out and making him want to go to Kansas City. So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Tate?
I got a few things on this game real quick, man. Big G is right. He should have took Debo because Debo bust his head this week for his first L in fantasy football. Man, Nephew Che got Debo, Cooper Kupp, and Lamar Jackson.
He out there banging, though. He's 4-0. He's the only undefeated team in the fantasy league. He's out there banging, man.
That's a squad.
Yeah. He stole. He stole something, man.
That's a squad.
Just those 3 is beating you.
He was that magical number 6 or 7 in the fantasy draft, man. Every year, if you hit that number, man, some great things happen to you, man. Some great things happen to you.
But about back to the game, but that was related to the games you talked about. Debo, you didn't pick him. But man, are we really seeing is Baker is who we thought he was? I think he is.
Yeah, for sure.
Baker's not too good, man. He's not.
Should I hit him, Tate, with the sign? Does he deserve to get hit?
Yeah, he definitely
hot trash,
dumpster fire.
Hot trash.
You can throw them all up. You can throw them all up.
Wow, I hit him with the sign, man.
Yeah, Baker's not that good. Carolina need to go ahead and consider trading DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey, and get some assets back because they're not going nowhere fast.
Nope.
I mean, if you make the change, it's Sam Darnold still on IR. I mean, but if you make the change, you change to Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
You know how Pittsburgh changed their quarterback today is getting a spark? Ain't no spark coming from Sam Darnold.
Man.
And to the 49ers, I'm picking the 49ers. I picked the 49ers last week against the Rams. Both of y'all didn't, but because that physicality. The 49ers play football the way the game was meant to be played, man.
That is right, man. I agree.
They played the game the way it was meant to be played.
Yeah.
They got an old school brand. They ain't spread nothing out wide. I mean, they running some different, formation switches and stuff, a lot of motion and stuff, and running that ball and hitting receivers like Debo short and letting them get upfield and get physical and hitting Kittle over the middle.
Yep.
And that defense, oh my, that dude, I forgot his name, the one that looked like Troy Polamalu.
Oh yeah, the safety. Yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah.
He's a dog. I like him, man.
Woo!
They whole squad.
First-rate defense. The first-rate defense. They're ready.
Top five with your Cowboys, man.
Yeah. And guess who got them in fantasy football?
You got the 49ers defense?
Oh, yes.
It's only two defenses that's giving up less than 20 points a game. Two. Dallas Cowboys, San Francisco 49ers.
That's right.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Denver not giving up
less than 20 points a game. Nobody scored over 20 on either one of those defenses.
I know Denver had 20 scored on, but they held they beat San Francisco, held them to 10. Then they the first game they won in Seattle wasn't like 16-13. I mean, they defense got low scoring. I don't know. I'm just saying they got a low scoring.
They had somebody score over 20 points. I'm pretty sure they had.
No, somebody. They did. The Raiders did, but I'm saying average. It might be
average. But the only teams that haven't let a team score over 20 points is San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Can't dispute it.
So the next game we have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Arizona Cardinals. I really am tempted to let Tate go first because I want to see if he's going to go with AZ again. I mean, he's been riding with AZ all year. And listen, this is at home. And
don't hate, man. Don't hate. Yeah, go ahead and hate. Go ahead and hate. Go ahead.
You know what, man?
Go ahead,
I'm going with AZ. I'm going with Arizona at home. I think they pull a rabbit out the hat and beat Philadelphia at the house.
See, man, that's why the bias be costing you, bro. I told you that the Philadelphia Eagles was coming into that game against the Cowboys at 5-0. We got one more week to go, and they're going to be 5-0 when they play the Dallas Cowboys. The Philadelphia Eagles might be the best team in the NFL.
Listen, I don't want your prophet lie. I don't want your prophet lie to come true. Therefore, I picked the Arizona Cardinals. Who you picking?
The Eagles, man. The Eagles 5-0 against the Arizona. It's going to bust Arizona's grill and get ready for them Cowboys next week. Give me the Eagles.
I hear you. He picked the She-Gulls. All right. So, Tate, we have Philadelphia She-Gulls versus the Arizona Cardinals at home in Arizona. Who you got?
Hey man, this is week 5 of the Pick'em show, and I've had three constants up to week 5. That's Russ, that's AZ, Arizona, and that's Jalen Hurts. Give me Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Tate. That's what I'm talking about, Tate. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
no, that's my get up game. We got Dallas at the Rams. Listen, Dak's not playing in this game. I think we're gonna get a pissed off LA Rams squad. But again, you're gonna have to deal with the physicality on defense. And he has no time to throw the ball. And that line is cheese whiz. So, definitely if we can deal with the physicality of the Rams line, I think we win that game. It's a nail biter. I say 23-20 Cowboys.
So here we go with the butt. And Tate, I got to tell you, these two games going to swing it. Philadelphia win and the Cowboys L. But I'm going to tell y'all, for all you that play fantasy football out there, this is how the Rams are going to beat Dallas. Henderson, the running back, will get between 75 and 100 yards and a touchdown. The Rams beat the Cowboys, and the Cowboys are 3-2 going into the game, just like I said, against the Philadelphia Eagles next week. Give me the Rams and the victory, man.
Tate?
Man, I've been telling y'all, man, the Cowboys got a top 5 defense. Cooper Rush playing some good ball. He ain't turning it over. He utilizing his weapons. He getting the ball out to Noah Brown and CJ Lamb.
CD Lamb.
He getting the ball out to him, man. I think they get what's they tight end? They get him back this week, right?
Yeah, he was back last week. Schultz was back
Schultz.
last week.
He ain't do nothing last week. He gonna do something this week.
He was back.
Because you saw how Kittle was exploiting that Rams defense in the game Monday night against San Francisco. So I think Schultz is gonna have a nice game. Cooper Rush will have a nice game.
But we got Michael Gallup back too.
And then that's gonna help loosen up the coverage on everybody else because you got somebody you got to respect and got to play deep. So yeah, man, with that defense, man, I got the Rams coming back and playing a strong game and taking the victory at home.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Tate.
In a close one. Yeah. Everything I said about Dallas is true, but I just don't see the Rams. I mean, the Rams are struggling, but Sean McVay gonna scheme something up.
That's right.
I hear that.
But that's where they win the game. Sean McVay versus Mike McCartney.
That's saying a lot about your trash coach down there in Cowboy land.
You got Sean McVay versus Dan Quinn, and I don't know if Sean wins that battle. Okay. Definitely, we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens.
Is that the Sunday night game?
Yeah,
that is the Sunday night game. Sheesh. I have to roll with Baltimore. On this one, only because of the simple fact that Baltimore's defense is playing a little bit. And Lamar Jackson is lights out right now. I mean, he's lights out. You can say what you want to say, but Lamar Jackson is out here showing out. I definitely go with the Baltimore.
A costly mistake, but it was 4th down, so if they didn't get it, an interception, it really didn't matter.
Yeah, definitely.
That was on hardball.
Yeah. So, G, who you got in this game?
Man, I'm going to say something that's going to make a lot of Baltimore Ravens fans mad right now, man. The problem in Baltimore might be the coaching. The issue just might be the coach. It could be Jimmy Harbaugh, because Jimmy Harbaugh has cost them at least one game and possibly the other game. Jimmy Harbaugh
is John Harbaugh in Baltimore.
John Harbaugh. They both the same.
You can call him Johnny.
Michigan, and Baltimore. So I think that in a game like this, I think the Bengals have finally found something in their offensive line, and I think they're not going to just put it all on Burrow's back to win. I think that they're going to have a steady dose of Nixon running the ball down their throat, and I like the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the Baltimore Ravens in the Sunday night game on the road.
All right, and Tate?
Man, the Bengals playing a little better. They beat the Jets, then they came back last week. Who they beat last week?
The Miami Dolphins.
And the Dolphins was in it before Bridgewater threw that interception at the end of the 4th quarter. I thought he was going to take them down for the W, but the receiver, the tight end, Gesicki, and Bridgewater, somebody got crossed up, so the throw was an easy interception. Right. But yeah, man, I got the Ravens winning this one, man. I got Lamar Jackson just going acting a fool on Sunday night, man, at home after a loss. Yeah, man, we talking about 280, 2 tubs, 80 rushing in the tub.
Ooh,
yeah. I hear it. I hear that. So last game we got the Monday night game. We have the Raiders at Arrowhead, and this is the easy one for me, man. Kansas City all day. Kansas City in every way.
Yeah, Patty Mahomes is that guy. I mean, I don't know what it takes the NFL to see. I mean, Tyreek was a great player. He still is a great player. But man, Patty Mahomes is that guy, bro. And not just so much that. You know who the greatest offensive mind is in the NFL? I like Sean McVay, but it's freaking Andy Reid, man, and Eric Bieniemy, man. Them boys come up with schemes that'll kill you. So I like Kansas City, man. Kansas City might be on their way back to putting that holding up that trophy at the end of everything, man. They looking real strong to be holding up that trophy. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs, man.
Tate?
Man, I told you about my 3 constants. Now I think about it, I got a 4th constant. I always bet against the Raiders.
You do. That is something because you ride with a Raiders fan. So yeah. All right. So we got you. We going to KC.
We're going to Chiefs.
Going with KC. Yes, sir. And we'd like to thank you guys for hanging out with us. Definitely on the Pick'em Show. If you like this, make sure that you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe us on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. And then, of course, we're live on Twitter. So wherever you catch us, make sure you say something. Make sure you let us know. Again, Big G is still in the leadership. He's still holding the trophy. But we're hoping to come back with our picks this week.
He in the lead. He ain't in no leadership. He ain't like the president of us.
Well, right now,
I'm the know-it-all. I'm the know-it-all that knows the most, right? As of week 5 in the NFL.
You pick it. You're the know-it-all that's picking the best.
Hey, we gonna see because we got our NBA preview coming up soon too.
Oh yeah,
definitely got our NBA preview coming up. We're gonna go ahead and record that. We want you guys to check that out. But for myself, for G, and for Tate, man, we will see you guys later. Peace.